Alright everybody, welcome back to another episode of our Gondor series playing on the Dawnless Days mod for Total War Attila. I almost forgot the name of the game that we were playing as I was trying to say that intro. That would have been embarrassing. Apologies for that. So let's move very quickly on. I left a bit of a question at the end of the last episode. I apologise that it was a bit of a short episode. My timing for recording that was a little bit limited, but I kind of felt like we needed to get at least something done for this series so that it wasn't too much of a gap between episodes 4 and 5, or episode 6, sorry. So, yeah, so I apologise that was a little bit shorter than normal, but there was an important question, and that was whether or not we get Boromir to move from Morannon to attack Durthang. And it was a bit of a mixed result, I have to say. There was a fair number of people saying that would be quite a good move to take. You'll keep the pressure up on Modor and everything like that, and if things can go really well, this army here, for example, the Fearmongers, they're not quite in range of Morannon. The only thing is that I will be leaving Morannon at the whim of that attack there. However, we have a garrison of 3 units, and once this has finished being completed, which will take a turn, we'll get an additional 3 militia, 2 trained swords, 3 bowmen, and an onager in defense as well. So on top of these 3 units, we'll get an additional several units as well, which I'm hoping will be more than enough to counter this force here. And with it being a defensive siege, hopefully we should be okay. So that's the risk there, is that by the time Morannon has finished being converted, it will be in a good defensive position to counter any attack by the Fearmongers. That's the closest enemy army to Morannon, except for the garrison at Durthang. Now, the army at Durthang is predominantly made up of quite light troops, apart from the Nazgul and the Balchoth and Runic forces there. The actual garrison of Durthang is pretty small and pretty light as well. Very poor armor and attack really here from these guys. The Modor Orc rabble equally just as poor. Yeah, and that's finished as well. So moving with Boromir to attack Durthang would be could potentially be a really good move. I just have to make sure that I actually keep enough troops left over for that. I have enough surviving troops after that battle, because we're also going to suffer some attrition as well moving from Morannon to Durthang. So we're already going to be weaker than what we currently are, and that's not great. Excuse me. Minas Ithil still replenishing the garrison. We've got a large Mordor force here. Faramir's garrison plus the garrison at Minas Ithil should now be enough to look after that place. It would be good to have his forces up here to help with the siege of Durthang as well. Problem is, I don't think that Minas Ithil on its own can survive an attack by the forces at Cirith Ungol. So now it came down to the question: do we take the risk and move Boromir to attack Durthang? It's a gamble. It's a gamble, and no matter how many troops we have, like missiles, we have 5 archers here. We've got 2 onagers as well. This force, we're not going to be able to do enough damage to the entirety of this force to avoid suffering significant casualties. Thankfully, compared to when we attacked Morannon with Boromir's forces, there are no Ologai here, so we don't have to worry about that. It's just, the sheer number of light troops that they have. One person commented saying, well, why not? Oh, we've got Gondor swordsmen. Yay! One person commented saying, why not wait out another turn or 2 to make sure we've got this replenishment sorted. And we can also get Dwin here to sort of get a couple of troops together as well for himself. Use him maybe to leapfrog some troops over to Minas Ithil for Faramir, maybe like a catapult or an onager or something. Use him to go for Cirith Ungol as well. Maybe do a bit of a 2-pronged attack. That is also a very good idea as well. But I feel like I'm going to take the risk. So we're going for it. Just speed that up. We don't need to worry about it taking that long. Oh, look at the numbers we lost there. 2251 versus, oh goodness me, basically 5,000. So we're outnumbered a little over 2-1, but we will obviously be on the attack with a lot of missiles and artillery. So fingers crossed that this goes as well as I'm hoping it will. Let's go. All right, everybody. So I've opted to launch my attack from this side. Usually with this particular map, I like to attack from this side. And I have played a bit of a solo Woodland Realm campaign myself, and I've found that this side, with archers and onagers and everything, focusing fire in this particular area, because the AI seems to like to evacuate this town from this area, seems to work really, really well with concentrating fire. However, with the sheer size of the enemy's army defending this town, they have the options to come out from the right and the left. So I decided that because my numbers are significantly less, feel like I will try and attack from this point and really hem the enemy into their own town. So what we've got is we've got the onagers set up in position here. We've got flaming shot ready to go. I've got all my spears up front. They're in shield wall formation, as well as pike wall formation for the Prince's Coast Guards. All of the archers are in position behind. Turn off the fire at will, actually, just in case. And then behind that line, we've got all of my swordsmen, with Boromir in the centre, just so that I've got a bit of flexibility to move them off to the flanks if we're being overrun, or maybe just to charge straight into the middle to defend the front line if need be. And then off on the far left, I've got my 2 cavalry units hidden away in reserve to outflank the enemy as and when is needed. So I am going to start off by trying to smash that tower. Enemy is already on the move, and I think they're going to try. They're all going to sally out towards me, so this will be interesting. I'm focusing fire on the enemy's general here as well. Here goes the catapults. All right, archers. You know what? Do fire at will, because there's support there. Right, let's target that ground there. Maybe we can get some of these extra troops as they're coming out of here. Got horse archers there. Let's get some fire on them, please. Some fire on that general there and the trained militia. Target the wolf handlers, please. Let's get some of them down as well. I'm going to turn this off as well a little bit. So we are starting to do some damage. Already 100 enemy troops down. That was a bit of a waste. I hadn't really timed that very well for that lot, had I? That's a shame. So I might... oh, those guys are heading off to the flank there. My cavalry is hidden. That's good. Just double checking, making sure that was correct. Start targeting some of those orc pillagers there, please.
Our ambush troops have been detected.
Right, let's get some swordsmen over here as well. Here we go. Enemy general has clashed with my front line. Boromir, I'm going to get you over here as well. Archers, reform. Cavalry, move up. Okay, right, let's start dropping shots all over there. Target all of those missiles. Cavalry straight into that flank there, please. My spears are not holding very well. Oh, the enemy general's dead. Fantastic. Let's move Boromir up. Get him into shield wall there as well. Target all of this. Target everything. Keep the pressure up on all these missile troops, please. Cavalry have done an excellent job on the flank there. Right, let's now move in here. Quick, quick, quick. Save the spearmen. And we're going to start trying to roll up the line here a little bit. Boromir, get into shield wall. Let's do spear here. My spear line in the front here is somewhat faltering. That. Cavalry charge there. All right. Excellent work. Right. Catapults, you may as well hold fire. Let's get you to shoot the tower, actually. So that my troops are protected from that missile attack as we move along this line, 1 unit at a time. There's the next one down. Right.
Soldiers of Gondor!
Swordsmen move up, spearmen move in.
Stand ready!
Archers to target there, please. Those runic warriors, lovely. Getting some focused fire there. I would like to get my cavalry around to the other side. The centre is holding fine. Somewhat.
Soldiers at the ready!
Move in, move in, move in, move in. Runic guys are getting absolutely trashed. We've lost a couple of 100 men. Cavalry move up this way. In fact, one of you break this way. Let's try and divide.
Their tower has been destroyed!
Cavalry unit over to the flank. Support our troops on that side. Enemy tower is down.
Ride out to Gondor!
Bring the cavalry back because that unit is no longer getting involved. Target that, please. Cavalry move in there. Move around. We have got this in the bag. We have lost quite a few men, unfortunately. This has not been quite as lacking in the bloodbath as I had hoped. Cavalry keep moving. Infantry move up. Take out that spearmen. Right, they're done. They're gone. They're gone. They're gone. Charge. Cavalry pull out. I'll just pull back out the way because I'm getting in my way a little bit here now. Oh, actually, you know what? Hold your position. Shoot that supply wagon. Right, Boromir move in.
A unit has used all available ammunition.
That supply wagon's gone. Nice. We've lost, yeah, about 400 men in this attack. But we have completely annihilated the enemy army. This has been pretty good. So we're down to 1,811 from 2,251. So we have lost quite a few men. So a little bit more than I had hoped we would lose in this attack. But we've still got a substantial force here, and I think it will be enough to garrison this town for now. So, good result. Good result. Right, excellent result. There's 1 Nazgul down, 1 entire Mordor force destroyed, and we have also conquered the next town. So the pressure is being kept up on Mordor. Now then, what do I do? Do I loot and occupy? Do I just occupy? Well, we already have quite a bit of instability in this province, in this region. So do I aggravate that further? I mean, I get 13% unit replenishment if I occupy, which I desperately need, but I also desperately need the money. There will be buildings in here that we can demolish that we'll get some money for, so I think I will occupy to get that replenishment. And that will also help. So, yep, nice little bit of replenishment being shown on there as well, so that is good. Now, I could reduce the upkeep cost, so I'll do that. So we're up to 952. Durthang, I am going to repair the iron deposit, repair the the camp, and we're going to demolish these to their next level down, and that will give us a little bit of money in the process of that. We got 1,200 on hand. It was recommended that I look at expanding towns and getting the base economic structures or buildings. So I'm thinking, expand Londgalen, or do I go for Carfaroth? I might just expand Carfaroth and we'll get an urban industry. That gives us another 200 per turn. I could have recruited a unit or two for Dwin here, but I think the garrison at Minas Ithil is fine for a turn, and we need to kind of just hold our finances for wait for our finances to improve once we've got those buildings at Durthang sorted. So overall, not a bad result there. Look at the food as well, 379. I love it. We are going to be eating well this evening. Nimras. Now I just realised I have not prepared that. It was a bit of a comment actually that potentially me taking Nimras was a mistake. And I am sort of maybe half agreeing. Maybe I did move in and take this too early. Maybe I shouldn't have bothered doing this, but I'm going to hold on to it for the moment. I don't see any immediate threats in the vicinity except for this fleet here. I don't think I'll be able to get peace with them. No, low chance of that. So, yeah. Diplomatically, we are not looking great. Also, treaties with Rohan -6. So we're at -16 with the Druidane. There's absolutely no chance of them getting any kind of agreement with us, especially when they were sort of average relationship with us. They were still saying no. You are deployed. That's fine. Oh, why am I going back into that screen? Don't need to. And I think that is it for turn 48. Okay, so immediately we are being attacked at Durthang by Modor. They are counter-attacking. They have moved the army from Cirith Ungol to attack us at Durthang. And they've brought that small force in as a reinforcement. We are in a defensive position this time, and I think that we might survive a little bit better this time, but I'm not going to jinx myself too much. Let's do a quick save just in case of any mod issues, and let's get into it. We're also facing less than we did the first time round, and we're against Radbug and Gazthak. We're not up against a Nazgul this time, so fingers crossed this will turn out better than the last battle. Alright, welcome to the defense of Durthang. We are taking position right on the high ground. So what I've decided to go for, I'm going to just go into slow motion for a minute. I've decided to deploy a barrier on this side, or sorry, a barricade. I kind of want to keep the enemy's forces funneled into this section. It's not to say that they won't destroy that and just walk through anyway, but it will at least slow them down a little bit. So I'm hoping that the AI will be convinced to come up this way, through here, and kind of just bog themselves up here. And I've got my pikes up front, or like my polearm infantry, apologies. I've got my Ringlovell men-at-arms in defense and shield wall there. I've got all of these troops in addition in this area as well. And I've got my catapults both here with flaming shot enabled, ready to manually launch some flaming shots into this area, and hopefully that's going to be enough. In the process of the enemy climbing up this slope, we have our 2 rangers and our Gondor bowmen deployed on the walls to rain hell down on the enemy. I hope they're all coming up this way. And then once they are up here, we have our Black Root Vale archers and our trained bow militia as well. And just to make sure that these sides do have a little bit of a resistance in them, I've got my militia spearmen at each point and the weakened Gondor spear unit as well, just to support the larger of the 2 entrances. My cavalry's on this side ready to move in as well, and to take a flanking maneuver if possible down one of these access points here. So that's what we're doing. We're taking up a relatively defensive position. I'm going to just triple speed this for a second. I could launch catapult shots down this way as well, I suppose, but I decided that I was going to opt for using them for sort of the defense of the main section, to be honest. Let's take out some of these missile bits here. This. In fact, you guys can all go into fire at will as well. Hoping that my archers are going to do a good job here. You flaming shot hits. And they actually set one of my catapults on fire. They set 2 of them on fire. That's outrageous. How dare they?
Stand ready, archers.
How they've set 2 of them on fire. Incredible. Alright. Let's focus fire on the next one.
The enemy is attacking our general.
Hold fire and just start firing at will. Right, you go to shield wall. Wall. Shield wall. Just to keep you protected a little bit. Whole arm infantry is now engaging with the enemy troops there. That's fine.
Those at the ready.
The archers, please. We're at least keeping the enemy missile troops preoccupied, which is good. These Gondor bowmen are having a whale of a time. This lot. Oh, we've got Servants of the Eye running up here. Try and see if we can knock some of them down as well if possible. The infantry, I'm pretty sure we'll be okay with. Right, Black Roots. Yeah, you might as well fire at will now. Got enough of a collection of enemy troops there. I didn't put anybody on this corner because, as you can see, I'll only get a select number of them. I'm actually going to move you guys around here to support that.
Stand ready, archers.
Deal with those Warg sentries, please, because they seem to be taking up too much of your time. You guys are not in a position to assist. I'm going to bring these archer militia away. Right, catapults. You may now fire when ready, as Governor Tarkin would say. First shots straight into the... Look at that! You guys apparently can't shoot. I don't know why. Just fire. There we go. Oh, yes. Yes. Excellent work. Excellent. Let's get some close-up shots here as we can as well. Oh, cavalry charging into my line here a little bit. Some screenshots coming in. Got random camel there. Oh, he's gone down. Getting all the screenshots I can in this. Think of the thumbnails. Think of the thumbnails. Catapult shots going down in there. Loving it. Absolutely loving it. They're having a whale of a time. Right, let's get some shots a little bit further over. You guys... Actually, you guys can keep shooting here. You're doing all right there. I'm actually running out of ammunition for my rangers here. Oh, I've actually got those orc slaves around. Look at those casualties there. The enemy have already lost. They've already lost like 1,500 men. Absolutely decimating them. I think the catapults are getting a nice number of kills. Can I actually see? 26. Oh, okay, not quite as many as I thought. It looks more devastating than it is proving to be. That's what's happening. It's looking more devastating than it actually is. But it's clearly having an impact. Alright, catapults hold fire for a minute. We've got this whole bulk load of enemy troops on their way up as well. We've got nothing coming around this way. So I could, in fact, get my cavalry to move out as well. We do have enemy cavalry out there still. And some Warg riders. Once all of this is routed, we should be... We could get our cavalry out here to run a lot of this down. Proper shot there.
Enemy units have returned to
Hit.
the battle.
Good hit. Hold fire. Right, my rangers are out of ammunition. So I'm going to pull you guys over here out the way. I don't want you near the fighting. I'm actually probably going to get my archer militia to go and take over the wall there, because we've got those archers up there, so it'd be nice to just clear them out of the way. My Gondor archers back that way. My pole arms are suffering a bit now. They are suffering some casualties, but they have done a very good job so far. They've held that line beautifully. A lot of enemy troops returning to the battle. Missed that a little bit. Look at how many are wavering. Brilliant work. Yep, we got a shattered unit there. Looks like that rabble might be heading towards my barricade. I'm actually going to get my cavalry to get out here now. Well, I've got an opportunity. Hopefully those servants of the eye. Yep, they're shattered. Excellent. So I don't have to worry about them returning. You guys go fire at will. We have got this in the bag. We've lost less than 40 men in this attack so far.
The general has been killed.
Why are you shooting this way?
Excellent.
Oh, no, I think that's shooting up and over. Okay, that's the... I thought that was my troops shooting backwards for some reason. I was going to say, why are you shooting backwards? What's going on here?
Soldiers at the ready.
Excellent work, pole arms. Well done. A fantastic job at holding that line. I'm going to get cavalry around this way now. Catapults. Fire here. Wait, what happened to you? Oh, you lost all of your... Oh, goodness me. Okay, you lost all of them. Oh, dear. Must have been from this rabble here. I did not realise that was happening. That will teach me to pay more attention to my HUD a little bit, won't it? Mind? This is pretty much battle one, I'm not going to lie. Camel riders, orc rabble... I'm going to get my cavalry over here. I'm not going to focus on this lot. They can do whatever they want. I'm going to get my cavalry over this way. I'm going to run down all of this stuff here as and when it routes. Catapults can hold fire for now.
The tower is nothing but ash now.
You guys come back over here, because I'm going to need you to take over the Black Root Vale archers, because they're about to run out of ammo.
Enemy units have rallied and returned to the battle.
It's me. Excuse me again. Why is it every time I want to record, I have to sneeze? I'm allergic.
Our hidden units have been
The
discovered.
orc filth.
The enemy is breaking
Start
down one of our
running some of this stuff down. Come this way. Let's go, Cav. Pretty much, really the only threat left now is the enemy general at this point. Time this right. Just gonna land. Are we gonna get anything? Oh, we did get a few. We got a few of them.
Knights.
All of these troops down, please. Enjoy yourself.
Riders.
Get their numbers down to mere teeny tiny numbers. Now, please.
Be on guard.
My pole arms have been absolutely heroic in this defense.
Soldiers of Gondor.
65 men. I don't realise how many we started with, I'll be honest, but they have done... I think they've probably suffered about 50% casualties. I don't remember what their number was at the beginning of this battle.
The enemy are losing their advantage.
Over this way.
Soldiers at the ready.
So once the enemy has broken here, I'm actually going to probably retreat them back. Pole arms just to keep them a little bit safe now. Those numbers are going down quick. The enemy numbers, not my numbers. Right. Cavalry, come back this way, please. We have more enemy units to route back in the town. That's that unit gone. Go for the 41 here. There's an 84 orc rabble at the back there. Right. Prince's Coast Guard, you have done your duty admirably. It is now time to rest you. Let's bring forward Ringlovale men-at-arms.
Enemy units have returned to the battle.
Move you guys along, so I'm going to get you to shoot up the last of these orc rabble. That Modor orc bow rabble as well to deal with. Then please. Then break. That unit down to 12. Cavalry come round, get on the flank. Engage the enemy Morgul warband unit. Shattered them, lovely. Hold fire on the walls. Down to 219 enemy troops. It is literally general over there, 160. Yep, that's pretty much it. It is just the general that's left. Cavalry having an absolute lovely time. Down those troops there. I'm not necessarily worried about annihilating an entire unit in its entirety. Like a unit of one man there, for example, or 5 over here is not such a bad thing to let leave. The unit is that damaged that they will not last. So I am not going to march out and engage you, my friend. I feel like you should be attacking me. Carnage we caused on this path here. Those wargs there. Look at the pile of wolves. The archers did a good job. The archers did a really good job. And the absolute chaos here. The Prince's Coast Guard did a admirable, beyond admirable job there. All right, let's triple speed this. Can you catch them, please? Please, 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 please. Oh, very tired cavalry. You're not going to make it. Nope. Ah, that's a shame. Cavalry's too tired. Too much chasing of enemy units, really. Wonder if I can get my cavalry to deal with this. Maybe I'll take a couple of infantry to deal with this. Didn't really want to have to deal with the enemy general, but just to bring this battle to a close, maybe I should. If I can get my catapult down here too. It's going to be moving too slowly, to be honest, for my liking, but bring my general... There's infantry here. My cavalry. Put my infantry here into shield wall. If I can get my catapults into position, I might just bombard the general a little bit first. Shield wall for now. Cavalry's into position when needed. Oh, you're actually nearly in range already. You don't even need to get this close. I feel like for accuracy's sake, you should. Go over here. Get right up to the fence line. Perfect. And attack. Hey, we got a hit. Oh, there's a there's a supply wagon there too, just for good measure. More rounds coming in. Oh, misses unfortunately that time. Oh, we got a hit. Some more hits. Oh, and there goes the general.
A glorious victory will soon
Catapult,
be yours.
hold your fire. Let's run him down. Make sure he's dead. Go for the supply wagon as well, actually. Take that out. Might as well. Get the little troll in his cart. But he just wanted to bring his cart. Well, tough. They have spread out. All right, everybody. Oh, there we go. He spread out so well that he was able to get out of the battle. There we go. Nice, easy defensive win. That went considerably better than I had anticipated. An incredibly heroic display. 47 casualties for 3,500 enemy losses. 904 kills for the Prince's Coast Guard. That was the largest single kill count in the entire battle. My archers did a pretty good job as well. 220, 251. Even the Gondor trained bowmen actually got 264 in that attack. The Gondor bowmen actually did the worst out of all of my archers, but still a triple figure score. Everybody else, reasonable. The cavalry got really high scores as well because they did obviously a lot of the running down of routing troops. But the Prince's Coast Guards, absolutely incredible display there. I would love to do more replenishment, but we are obviously defending, and I could pursue the enemies to kill them. But I feel like I'm going to loot the battlefield. Claim some of that money. Alright, so Gazthak deceased. An incursion is imminent in the Modor heartland. Which is a pity, but not entirely unexpected. So we have 4,208 on hand. We've encountered Dale. Wait a second, I just realised I was sending a spy, wasn't I? There you are. Forgot about you, my friend. I apologise for forgetting about you. I'm going to try and send you this way. So we've encountered Dale, have we? Okay. Dale, all the way up here. We don't have the ability to trade with them, unfortunately. Which is a bit of a pity. Right. Troops. Ammunition for missiles. Yeah, we could. I kind of feel like maybe morale against orcs and plus melee attack and defense +1 in wasteland or steppe terrain. That will be really beneficial for us. I'm going to stick with that. Durthang. Now then. I suppose we want to convert some of this stuff. That's going to take 2,700. But also to build Nimras is going to take 2,400. So do I maybe do Nimras first just to get that established and then convert Durthang? Maybe I do. And Faramir has actually leveled up as well, which is great. I'm going to reduce your upkeep cost a little bit more. So now we're making 1,100 per turn. Modor is moving some troops to Cirith Ungol to defend it. Don't worry, I'm not coming after you. I'm going to demolish that to level 1. To get some money back again. Now we also have research available. Construction cost -5%. That would be useful. I am trying to get to the better barracks, I suppose. There's an attack rate of 10% for siege units would be useful as well. There's a lot of useful things here. Campaign movement range of plus 5%. Cavalry unit upkeep cost reduced by 10%. That would be really good for Imrahil. Fatigue rate negative 10%. Do I stick with Civic? If I go for Civic, I'll probably go for Monumentality to get the construction cost reduction. I might go for that. I'm going to go for that. So that destruction, the demolition of that building there. 1284, so that's 20, just over 2400 that we'll have next turn. I'm hoping that the demolition here to level 1 will give us enough money to be able to convert Durthang. For now, I'm not going to worry about investing in much else. I'm just going to rely on hopefully expanding Nimras. I think that's what we're going to do. Skiliath can expand. I'm going to expand you now anyway. I could get some more money. I do need. I'm going to save. I'm going to hold on to my money for the moment because I want to convert Durthang so that we can put a garrison in there. Morannon has got a lovely looking garrison in there now, so that should be plenty. Yeah, a really good victories there over Modor. Really happy with that. I'm actually running out of time here as well because obviously we've done 2 battles and haven't been able to do a lot of faction development. So I'm actually going to bring this episode to a close, I think. We've got our second spy heading north. Hopefully we'll encounter some more factions, and in the future we'll get some trade going with those people. It's a shame that we can't trade with Dale at this moment in time, but they're not far away, so maybe we'll be able to soon. Dale's right there. If we or Dale can occupy this region here, this desolate region, then we might be able to start trading potentially. But yeah, so we're starting to encounter people. Hopefully we'll get some diplomatic ties in the future. I can actually probably non-aggression. Reject it. Never mind. It was worth a try. So yeah, a good win over Durthang. We're about to have a little bit of a public order issue. We're going to have an incursion in the turn flip. But Morannon's garrison and Boromir's army, I'm hoping, will be enough to quell that. 103 turns to replenish those spearmen. Goodness gracious. And I can't recruit Gondor spearmen at the moment in this region because we don't have Barad-dûr. Which means I don't, because that will allow me to build the bigger barracks. Actually, that garrison is not that big. In all honesty, Barad-dûr is not defended all that well, I'll be honest. Something to consider. Something to consider. And we'll keep an eye on this army here, the Stained Falchions. So we'll keep an eye on that force, see where they go. Faramir is fine for now with his Prince's Coast Guard and stuff. We might be able to swap some troops around between his and Boromir's forces, although we will obviously suffer attrition doing that. So is it worth it? Probably not. We'll see. Right. Let's bring today's video to a close. Really good victories there over Mordor. Hopefully you guys enjoyed those battles and approved. If you have any suggestions on where we go next or for anything in the future, please do feel free to put your comments down below. And apart from that, guys, I will see you all in the next video.